Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance down here at the Warrnambool Turf Club with Peter Morganti, and we're standing right in front of one of the steeple live hedges here, Pete. It's a bit high.
Yeah, don't know if I'd get over it, Darren, or don't have any horses to get over it. But
we might try it later. I might leg you up.
The bull might want to get some of these out in their track, Darren.
Well, we're waiting for the last here at Warrnambool, and we've got two horses in that race, but we'll get to that later. It's certainly getting a bit crisp, Peter.
Yeah, we're after, 3:30, is it? Heading towards 4 o'clock, but it wasn't a bad day for Warrnambool, Darren, considering.
Pretty wet down here, heavy 10, and I'll tell you what, it's a bit different to the weather in Fiji.
I would say that track's heavier than your wallet, Darren.
My wallet? My wallet just floated off in a little breeze, Pete. Very, very lean, slim pickings.
Yes, well...
He's doing all the funny stuff this week.
Yeah, that's it. I had one. Rolled it out.
He's been waiting for that one. Well, let's get through last week's runners and where we go back to.
We'll go back to the Valley where we had Rockalicious, who didn't have a lot of luck at the Valley. She ran well for, I think it was 5th beaten length and a half. Yeah,
well, she was second up over 1200. We all know she's a 1400 metre filly, and she probably just had three things against her, Pete. One, the track, Moonee Valley, tight, barrier one, and 1200, too short.
Yep.
They still backed her into favourite and lost their money. I don't know.
With that, she's only been beaten a length and a half and no luck, so...
Yeah, look, if she got out or she drew a 4 or 5 and they were swooping, she would have been in the finish. But, yeah, look out for her next time.
Yes, for sure. That evening, or Sunday morning, actually, we had Seismos go around in the...
Now, I know you got up to watch it in the UK, Pete, so can you just walk us through the race?
Oh, I've got no idea, Darren. I reckon I'd had 3 hours sleep and slept right through it.
You're not committed, are you?
I was asleep a bit like the jock.
You're not, well, you're just not committed. I mean, fancy not getting up to watch the mighty Seismos run in a Group 1, the E-Ball, the big lead up for the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah,
2 bottles of red, and that's it for you, isn't it?
It wasn't even 2.
Really?
No.
Well, he ran midfield.
Yep. Ninth.
In a big field of 20.
Yes.
The winner won by about 4 or 5. Heartbreak City, I think it was called. Pretty smart horse, actually, coming for the Melbourne Cup, maybe. 3 wide facing the breeze, Pete.
On a firmish track. A few things against him.
Yeah, it did dry out. We thought it was going to be rain affected, but it was a strong wind there all day, and 3 wide facing the breeze didn't help. But his run was probably a pass mark.
Yeah.
A little bit disappointed he didn't get a better run. I've actually sent Marco a friendly little email to say I'd like a better rider on next time.
Who was the rider?
I never heard of him.
Was it an apprentice, wasn't
Oh,
it?
I don't know. Anyway.
We move on.
2 weeks, he goes to a suitable race, and better have a jockey on it that I've heard of the name this time, please.
And we'll send some of this softish ground over, Darren.
Might send Yendall over.
Yeah, well, he's on holidays at the moment, got suspended.
We could put him in one of those express post envelopes. Hope he's not watching.
Padded bag.
Hope he's not watching.
Oh dear.
Tuesday was good.
Yeah, Sovereign Wealth. We finally got into the races, and she ran very well for 3rd.
First up, Long Row mare, 4-year-old. Immature type, had a few little issues, nothing major, but we've had to be very patient. And Peter Snowden said that it was going to be worth it.
Yep.
And she ran 3rd there first up. And had she have not overreacted on the corner when he pulled her out and got lost in the middle, I think she could have nearly won that race, Pete. And look, she's a promising filly, she's a beautiful type, and I think she's got a good future.
And second time we've used the young kid Nick Hayward, and he rides well, the young boy, apprentice. Wednesday, not so good, Darren.
No, Liz drove
Sandown.
all the way down to Sandown for a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
Probably the one day you don't want your horses drawing barrier 1.
Both did.
In fact, this week we've had 3 barrier 1s, and it's not the place to be in winter in Melbourne.
Unreal, isn't it?
So Royal Fantasy, coming back off a break, 6th, in the race to the last 200.
Yeah.
Barrier no good, she needs cover, she needs to be able to swoop outside.
Yep.
That just didn't happen there, so...
She drew barrier 1 and she got no cover, work that out.
Yeah, well, they had to shoot, it just doesn't happen, does it? They all hang off the rail, so... Anyway, look, we're going to give her a freshen up and bring her back for the Valley later on, where there's a ton of speed, and, you know, we'll just see what happens with her.
And Royal Fantasy, he...
that was Royal Fantasy.
Sorry, Running Meteor, he was up there. But
I should have had a bet.
He just hates Sandown.
I should have bet the trainer that he'd go no good at Sandown, because that's his 3rd go there. I know on different tracks, but I don't know what it is. But his form at Sandown's atrocious.
Absolutely.
And if you take those 3 runs out, he's either winning or within a length of the winner.
Yeah.
And at Sandown, I don't know. How do you work it out?
Well, we just hope that that's it, and he's not at the end of his prep, but it's obvious. Yeah,
nah, it's just Sandown. So where's he going now?
There's a race at Bendigo, I think, on the 13th. Back to 11, which
might suit better.
Yeah, the 13 may have been a slight query too. But anyway,
that's funny, you know. Like in the old days, when I was a boy, Ballarat and Bendigo, if you raced good there, you went good at Sandown. But that doesn't apply anymore. So I don't know. But anyway. If Matthew Williams ever nominates Raining Media for Sandown again,
he'll be lynched.
He'll be more than lynched. He'll be pickled like beetroot.
Yeah, I think he might have that well and truly.
Did you give him the message?
He got it just then, I reckon.
Good. Does he watch?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Yes.
Uh-oh.
I know a lot of Matthew Williams.
Can we edit that bit?
No, I'm leaving it there. We've got to get the message through, Darren.
Okay. Now, what's happening today, Pete?
We've seen Hemigi Joe finish 4th. She just doesn't get a lot of luck, this little girl, and she needs it. She looked the winner at the home turn, but yeah, probably from the 100 on, she'd had enough.
Does Darren Weir watch this?
I've got no idea. I can't send it to him.
Do you think 1700 heavy 10 was a good idea?
I suppose it was heavy enough at Coleraine last night. I'll sit on the fence here. Look,
you're hopeless. I thought it was big ass, 1700 heavy 10, more like 1800, 2000 today. She ran good, but I think something come back in the lap on the corner, and he said he had to hook her out. And
he certainly had to go earlier than he wanted to.
And that probably cost her running 3rd, but I thought it was a big assignment today for her. She battled on, but she just got tired the last 100. She's going to win a race, maybe even next start over 2000, but maybe not on such heavy ground, Pete.
No, that's it.
So can you just watch the forecast?
All right.
I know you like looking at Jane Bunn.
No, I'm on the other channel.
Are you?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Didn't realise Jane was married till the other day with kids. So.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Yeah. So look, there's a race in her soon.
And I think, you know, that Coleraine with Warrnambool class 16, 2000, probably it. Thursday at Warrnambool, you can strike some decent majors coming through.
Need to get back on a soft.
Yep.
Maybe stick to 1600, 2000, where it's not so boggy.
Yeah. It's one thing is,
I don't know why you took Jack Hill off either.
Just nothing to do with that.
You're in charge of riders.
I had nothing to do with that.
You're in charge of riders.
Later on today, we've got 2 runners, Darren, and this is we're looking good for a Quinella.
Yeah, we're going to run 8th and 9th here.
We've got
the 2 favourites.
We've got Short Espresso, who's a mudlark in very good form, and we've got a really nice horse coming through, first up for about 8 months in Equieto, and the query is the heavy track, I suppose.
Well, I suppose at the end of the day, we've got Short Espresso, who's a genuine wet track, hard fit, in-form country performer.
Yep.
Taking on a horse that's first up, that showed a hell of a lot last time. Had a little issues, been corrected. He's been gelded. Class animal.
Yep.
Placed in town last start, I think.
His second race start. Yep.
So is it class or is it fitness? Who wins the contest?
I was all over. We've discussed Equieto a little bit.
He's come up $2.20, Pete.
I'm with Short Espresso.
So you're going hard and fit?
I'm going hard and fit against class.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know.
I mean, he could come out and blow him away. The factor is whether he gets through the heavy.
Yeah, I don't know. The answer is I don't know, Pete.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're going to run 1st and 2nd, but who's going to finish 1st? That's going to be interesting. Look, there's nothing. Everything for Short Espresso points to he gets everything he wants today.
Yep.
Okay, he's not as classy as the other horse, but the other horse, I just don't know how fit he is. And until he's in the yard, Pete, it's going to be a little bit hard to see. But Darren Weir says he's done plenty of work.
Yep.
I think he said each way today, and the only query is the heavy.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he really knows either.
I think class prevails.
Yeah. Righto. Well, we're on either side. As long as we're first and second, I don't care. Hey?
One of us will be right.
Well, anyway, I will flash up that result.
Where do we go after today? Do we have tomorrow off?
We do, and we have
Friday off.
Friday off, but we've got 3 runners on Saturday.
All right, where are you going, Donald?
We've got Donald, Cullen in the last. If I can skip through some early football negotiations.
You better get there.
We'll head up
there. You haven't been in the races much lately.
I'm here today. We'll head to Donald, where he's first up after about 6 months, and he actually has come back a nice horse now.
Come back better. Good chance.
Yep, I agree. Barrier 2.
Yep.
Jack Hill's on. We got him on, and he rode him when he won at Camberdown. Yep.
When it was 42 in the shade.
I presume you'll go to Caulfield where...
Well, I'm going to try and get to Caulfield, Pete. The only reason I won't go there is if one of these mares decides to foal, but if everything's all good, we'll go and watch him in the last race in that Heatherly.
1700 second up.
I love waiting around for the last race, Pete. 5 o'clock again.
Yeah.
Got to get home to watch the foals.
Well, last race here, last at Donald, last at Caulfield, and I think Ware Shaw is during the day.
Well, what do you think of Toyo's chances?
Oh, look, I looked at the field. There's a lot of horses that are beginning their prep or second up. They're obviously going to be a similar vein to him, but his run was terrific first up. I reckon he's got to finish in the money, Darren.
Top 4?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, if that's in the money.
Okay.
For the punters, it's got to be top 3.
In the money's in the top 10.
Yeah, but he'll weigh in.
Okay, he'll weigh in.
He'll be looking some sort of chance.
All right, well, I'll feel better if he does.
Yeah. Second up after a long break's a little question mark.
Now the best bet.
Whoop.
Sydney.
Ware Shaw.
Are you sure?
Well,
I'm
think
sure.
The stable's fairly confident, aren't they?
Well, he won well, didn't he? Win good the other day. Did you ever
super.
find out what that last 200 was running?
Quick.
Maybe,
Quick.
maybe it'll be in
It'll
race
be-
bets or something.
yeah.
Best bets. Look, he was super last start. Is the race going to be run to suit this time? Are they going to be able to get back and swoop home like that again? I don't know.
That's a
So it
question.
looks as pretty much the same sort of
Yeah.
field.
He's up 2 kilos, same class.
A lot of white rain this time, Pete.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Have a guess what? We've got the same jock on.
Blake Shin.
Yep, that's a good sign.
First time ever that this horse going to have the same rider on twice.
Back-to-back riders.
Hope Snowden doesn't watch this. Anyway.
Well, he's learned if he's been watching it.
The horse improved. He's obviously a good horse and he's
Yeah.
going to run well, and I'm sure somewhere along the line he's going to sneak into a black type race.
Yeah, no, he's certainly got the ability, potential.
Yep. No, he's a very good horse.
Yep, the next 2, Darren, you've just alerted to me.
She's
She's
Explosive.
Explosive will probably
Won't run.
scratch at Port Augusta,
Drawn 12.
so we
should
don't
won't
have
run.
to do the dirt track form.
And Monday,
Wodonga, Dash and Maple's drawn barrier 27 or something, isn't she there?
well, if
16.
there's no way she'll be going around from 16 at
So-
Wodonga on a $600 float trip.
Yeah, so her
she'll wait
race
for
track
another
to
day.
do, or wait. I know Wednesday we've got Typecast. It's a Canterbury meeting, but I think it's going to Warwick Farm.
Yep.
He missed this week, so he goes there. And My Obsession will go to Sandown. So there.
Tell you what, Liz will be really excited if My Obsession's in the last.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Well, she's in that
She-
class of right now.
You won't go to Sandown.
It's a long way from me, Darren.
4 hours.
Yeah. So that forecast, that's sort of it till Wednesday. So
Okay. I wonder how many you've missed.
Nah.
Got them all?
Do you reckon I've missed any? Nothing in Queensland?
No.
Hi to all our Queensland folks. And
No, they're getting red-handed. We're just waiting to see. And,
all American back in
a
work.
couple of younger ones are getting along there for the early races.
We've got trials next week at Donald,
When's that?
Thursday.
Really?
Yeah, it was bar and boot. It's meant to be trials here tomorrow, but
Washed out.
they are washed out.
I have never seen so much water on
Unreal.
the side of the road down here. Some of these roads are not far from going under.
Yeah, wet.
Very wet.
We've had a winter.
It is. Well,
Just a thanks to all the people who sent in those photos, and there's been quite a few more, so there was a little throw out there. If you've got a photo with your horse, flick them in and we'll get them in the newsletter. So there was a handful that sent them in, so I'll have them on the back of this as we wind up ATB-TV this week.
and I see the Piero colt got launched this week with Archie Alexander.
Yes, lovely.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, lovely looking type.
He looks a real runner machine, doesn't he? Strong and powerful, early,
Actually,
qualified for everything except the Olympics.
had a couple of replies come back that she think the trainer's cute. There you go, Archie.
Can't say
You've got some fans.
Can't say I thought of it that way, but anyway, have a look at that Piero
Females.
colt. Here's a shot of him. Very nice horse, Pete.
Yeah, no, he's a ripper. He's a lovely walker. Just
Class.
Just relaxed, isn't he? Yeah.
Lovely horse.
Yep.
Well, until next week, where will we be next Thursday?
Next
to do this?
Thursday, no.
Unless you go to Sandown. Donald Trials.
Donald Trials, but that might be a bit of a...
Don't know if I'll be
Depends for
there.
you, yeah. We'll work
Anyway,
it out.
We'll work it out. Anyway, we've got a couple of good chances this weekend. We're really looking forward to some of these horses. Spring is around the corner. The first Group 1 race in Melbourne this weekend.
Yep.
And really looking forward to a big season ahead. And on the Melbourne Cup front, Pete, there could be some breaking news in the next 7 days.
Something I don't know.
That's why I can't tell you.
Big secrets.
Breaking news, ATB and the Melbourne Cup in the next 7 days. Stay tuned. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. See you next week.
Bye.